And we're alive. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, your least favorite podcast. That's right, it's 2026, and we're still your least favorite podcast,
Ooh,
and we wouldn't have it any other way. As always, I'm Alan.
I'm RD. What up?
Oh, not much, brother. How you doing? You doing good? It's been a couple weeks, you know. We didn't do a show last week because it was Christmas Day,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And but hey, we're back doing a show. We're doing our thing. Um
We took a week off.
how is oh, hold on a second.
Hey.
How was how was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? How are you doing? How's life?
Every day is worse than the day before.
Oh, buddy. Here's
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
I told you this a little while ago. I'm so sick and tired of your negative attitude. And we're
Don't ask me how I'm doing if you're just gonna say I got a negative attitude.
we're, we're freaking we're not even a full day into the new year, and your negativity is just
No,
it's
no, no, no,
everywhere.
no, 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 no. You asked me how my Christmas was. It was terrible.
L studs in the house.
You know,
Just Jay. Happy New Year, boys. Mazel mazel. Good things to
good
both
looking
you. Jay,
family. Jay's God. Good looking family.
Jay, are you around tomorrow? Do you got to work tomorrow? Are you going to be around the house? Let me know because I have some stuff to bring to you, and I'll bring it to you tomorrow if you're around. I mean, hell, I can bring it to you when you get off work. Just let me know.
Yeah, yeah. No, it just sucked. Like everything sucks. Like, I'm tired of just issues and whatever. Christmas Eve was kind of fine. I don't know. I don't want to air out my problems here, but it was okay. Everybody says it's fine. He says he'll be home. How about that?
All right, Jay. I'll text you tomorrow morning.
So we don't stay up too late. I was like, you know what? Let's we'll call it early night type thing. My kid ended up staying here. My brother was here.
Which
Liz and
one?
I, which one? What? Oh, my younger son. Yeah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
kids. You have more than one kid.
Yeah, yeah. Younger son was here, and he was like, I'm gonna stay the night," because he didn't have to go anywhere for Christmas or like Christmas Day, right?
Right.
My older son, girlfriend, serious girlfriend, if you want to call it that, whatever.
Yeah.
So he's got to go to different houses, got to go meet the family, go say hi, bring presents and stuff like that, which is right up his alley. You know what I mean? He's a social person. So they run around town, and then obviously they got to start getting ready because they flew back to Charlotte on the 26th. But yeah, no, we just hung around all day, chilled out. But yeah, no, everybody was out of the house on Christmas Eve by I think I threw everyone out by like 11, maybe 12. It
On
was,
Christmas Eve?
yeah, yeah, because everybody was at that. That's when we do our Christmas thing, right? Everybody's opening up presents, all that kind of stuff, yada yada yada. My brother's kids came over. All our kids were here, all that kind of stuff. Everybody opened presents, had some food, some snacks. We did a lot of little finger foods and whatnot. And so after
Okay.
that, everybody gets out. So we stayed up and we played some kate, which are cards. We played some cards, BSing around, whatever. Went till about like 2:30 in the morning. Finally, my brother hit the jackpot. Go ahead.
Real quick, we're drinking from Goose Island. We're drinking hazy uh beer hug is what we're drinking.
I finally
We actually
realized
just
these
did
colors.
reviews on all of these.
They're Mardi
Huh?
Gras colors.
Okay.
Yeah, I finally realized what it was. It's Mardi Gras colors. So, anyways, we stayed up a little bit till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, playing a little kate.
Drinking
Ooh,
out my Schlitz glass, just
that's
heads up.
nice. That's a nice
But Jay,
glass.
you got one of these coming to you tomorrow.
Ooh, and then call it a night, sleep in a little bit. Saturday, do nothing. One cool thing about it, I will say this. One cool thing about it was you had fantasy. You had NFL, like 2 NFL games one day, 3 NFL games the next day. The downside of that was the fantasy part that you had to try to remember to set lineups and things like that, even though it's like smack dab in the middle of your the holidays and whatnot. So that did kind of suck, which we'll talk more about that later. But yeah, no, other than that, man, it was a real low key, chill type thing. How was your Christmas Eve?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Jay said he'll gladly accept the glass. I appreciate that. Um, no, we had a good time. We had Christmas Eve over here. Um, the kiddo and Captain Douchebag came over, and Liz's sister and her mom came over, and we did our typical Christmas Eve thing. Liz usually makes a soup on Christmas Eve, which was, I mean, it was like 80 degrees this Christmas Eve, but we're like, hey, we do soup on Christmas Eve, whatever, let's do it, right?
Would y'all do some
She made a
pozole?
delicious soup. What's that?
Would y'all do some pozole or anything like that?
No, it was like a chicken soup, like
Okay.
I don't know what all was with it, but like the main ingredient was we had a couple rotisserie chickens we picked up at a Sam's Club that we threw in there for the chicken. And because they have just those mutant rotisserie chickens there, and they're like $5 a pop.
$5.
Like,
I don't
yeah,
go to Sam's. I'm more of a Costco guy, but I understand. Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Costco has the same mutant chickens as well.
big chickens, huge
Yeah.
chickens.
Yeah. I'm like, you sure this is a chicken and not a turkey? Like this is big. This is
damn
big.
near a small turkey at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, so we did that, and then we do our Christmas Eve thing. Cookies for Santa. Everyone opens up a gift on Christmas Eve, pajamas, and then we go change out our clothes, put on our pajamas, all that. And then this was the first year in a while that I had to build something on Christmas Eve. Hadn't had to do that in a while. I had to build a vanity for the kiddo.
All right.
And did that, and I shot a little video for the Patreon, just saying, "Hey guys, Merry Christmas." I was drinking a little Glenlivet 14-year age Scotch
Oh,
that I got from old RD for Christmas.
how was it? Was it good?
It was pretty damn good. I had some more of it last night on New Year's Eve too.
There you go.
But had a few of those as I was building the vanity, watching A Christmas Story. That's what we do on Christmas Eve and Christmas, is watch 24 hours of A Christmas Story. Had a good time. Christmas morning the next day, bright and early, we actually went to the sister-in-law's, Liz's sister's house on Christmas this year. She did a ham and all kinds of stuff. Hey, Alan, we got your card. Thank you. You know what else I thought you had by your text response to my Happy New Year post, but I just wanted to check. I wanted you and the missus to know that my thoughts and prayers were with you guys during this hard time as I knocked both of you out of the playoffs this year. And just wanted to make sure you guys were good. Make sure you guys were okay. Yeah, RD, you and Cuzzo both. You and Cuzzo both got lucky in the championship. Cuzzo had Derrick Henry in the championship, who scored 90-something points, maybe even 100-something points.
It was absurd. Yeah. I have
a right here. All year. He's averaging like 30 points.
Yeah.
And he scored like 90 to 100.
Let me find it real quick because I just want to make sure I want to say exactly what he said. Hold on. Yeah, there he is.
Cuzzo?
Yeah, Cuzzo. Let's see.
Wow,
thank you.
RD, honest.
Thank you, Derrick Henry. Tell Alan I said suck on that. 216 and 4 tutties.
It was literally, that's the reason why he won. And then you had Bijan, who scored 90 points.
Yeah.
And then Stafford decided he had 5 interceptions all season and threw 3, including a pick 6 last week.
Yeah.
Like, what
no, I was sitting there watching. I didn't realize what was going on until I was like, wait, hold on a second. Let me pull up my phone because I thought it was over. And I was like, it's done. It's no big deal.
It should have been.
I've had people flop, left, right, and center. And then I was like, well, you know what? It's like, well, Bijan's having a hell of a game. Let me see. It was like, well, if he did that, we got someone running one back for Georgia. That's a tutty.
2012.
And so I was like, okay, if Bijan's doing this, well, I just need Kyron to do a little bit more, but they didn't want to get to Kyron that much. But I was sitting there looking at it and go, okay, well, hold on. They didn't take enough time off the clock, and here we go with the last drive. And I looked at Liz, I go, this is it. I was like, I was as happy as I was. I go, it's over. He throws one completed pass, and it's over. And she's like, really? I go, yeah. And so the pass to Puka was an amazing throw, and he just bobbled. I mean, he bobbled him just by a hair, and he did. He went to switch hands, and then he's overthrowing it and underthrowing. I go, what is going on with Stafford?
He missed the wide open guy in the first play.
Yeah, and
and
I was
he
like,
hits that, and it's over. That
yeah,
one play, because it was like a 40-yard catch. So I get extra points for 40 plus yards, plus point per
you didn't
completion,
even need
plus
it.
the
You didn't
yard.
even need that. You just needed one
I
catch.
needed
Yeah,
I needed
just needed
2
one.
not e I don't even think I needed 2 points.
Yeah, no,
Like,
you needed
and
less than
and
that.
and the way it was all set up, like, I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and, like, that last drive, the last couple plays, Bijan's not even touching the ball. They got Tyler Algier in there.
Yeah.
No, we're not making any I mean, if we do any rule changes old school, it'll just be to add more points.
Well, hold on.
Like,
I do have a rule change recommendation for this league, not SB Fantasy, but we'll talk about that here in a second. Just 1 second.
but
But yeah, you're right. They took out
and
Bijan,
I'm
and all of a sudden they're running Algier, and I go, and I was like, what are they doing? Like they're like all of a sudden Atlanta's trying to lose this game or make it close for some weird reason. I go, why not give it to Bijan? You're giving to
well,
Algier.
they were already they're in field goal range, and Algiers never fumbled.
That's the only
Never
reason.
fumbled,
That's the only reason.
right? And so I'm like, "Okay, this is awesome."
Mm.
And then, Rams are getting the ball back with 29 seconds.
Yeah. One
And I'm like, but here's the thing. You're
prevent
playing
defense.
prevent defense.
Mhm.
He's gonna throw at least 2 completions
Yep.
plus the yards. I'm like, "I'm good.
I
I'm
would have lost
good.
by 10 points. 10 points at
I'm
least.
good." You should've.
Yeah.
And then he misses a wide open guy on the first play, and then has a misses I mean, that pass to Puka was just so like, before they showed the replay where he catches it and then it goes from one arm to the other, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm watching, I go, "He fucking caught it! He fucking" they said
I
incomplete,
thought they did the
and
whole
dude,
time.
I'm like, "We got it," and it was a big play too, and I'm like, "That's it. That's
Mhm.
it." And then they show that last replay, and I go,
Yeah. I thought the same thing. I go, "Oh my god." I go, I go, "That's it. It's over." And I was like, and I didn't even care
"It
until that
should've
point
been."
until this actually went down to the wire. Cause I was like, oh no, it's you know what? It happens, man. You can do this, you can do that, and then all hell breaks loose, and you just end up losing. It's like it's no big deal. But then when it got close to it, then I was like, I felt it, I got it, and then it was going to get ripped from me, and then it was going to get thrown back to me. I was like, this sucks. I hate everything about this. I was like, this whole league is just bullshit. It's like fantasy is bullshit. But I was like, you know what? This is part of taking your lumps in fantasy, because technically I would have finished second like gangster, right? Like all I had to do was beat, was it Mike or whatever? And Burrow put up like 3 points. And then next week I score the highest amount in the league.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I wouldn't have beat Doc though, because Derrick Henry put it in our league, our normal league. He put up like 50 points, and I'm like, I would have lost by 10 points. And so I was like, all right, I still would have lost, still would have got some coin though. But
But
I was
you
like,
would have been second place, right?
yeah,
You
I would
know?
have been second. But it's one of those things where it's like, well, if you don't get the trophy, do you really care? But yeah, if you want the money, you want a couple $100.
I
Yeah,
like
sure.
money.
I like money too. But
I like money.
let me see what we got here. I'm trying to find the league itself. But before we talk about next year,
Old school, congrats on the big win, RD. You guys both did good making the championship and all. I mean, in both of our leagues, I was in the championship in both. In the strikeout beer league, it was
we got Marty. Up there.
Marty's in the house.
What's up,
Happy
Marty?
birthday! Happy birthday to
I don't think it said old school's birthday. It ain't old school's birthday. He would have said something. And I'm friends with him, anyways.
I think
I know my aunt Julie's birthday's today. My Anthony Bondurant, the name America. Happy birthday, America. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
that's 4th of July.
Okay, so here's the final standings for the league for the strikeout beer. I can share my screen if you want me to. Let me
Yeah,
share screen here. No sound. Yeah, keep it to yourselves. Let me throw that up on the screen. We're going to move ourselves to the side. We're going to zoom in just a little bit. Do you think we zoom in a little bit, Alan?
I mean, you tell me, can you?
On
Marty said it's a joke. Okay.
my PC, I can, but not here. So, anyways, here's your final. My team Sox wins. Allen second. OGSOB third. Royal Klutz is fourth. Uncircumcised Penix Jr. is fifth. Saxon is City sixth. Wrong Button seven. Chief Queef 8, Old School 9, and AKA Bluegrass Holes is 10th. So look at the moves on the right-hand side here. This is pretty indicative of like who's going to win and whatnot, because they actually make a lot of moves. Old School made 59 moves this year. 59. He was the highest. I'll tell you this though, OG like Mike, highest scoring team, 5,500 points, but he didn't have the highest points against. That was Old School. Old School had the toughest schedule at 5,106. Next up was Chief Queef. Then you start getting into and then you got AKS Blue Actual, and it just got tough. Like,
A new world record.
It's pretty tough when you look at the, who you're going up against or whatever. And that's always my thing against Allen, right? Allen always puts up the least amount of points and has the least amount of points against him.
Not always.
But I mean, you're the lowest points in this league. Put up the lowest points in this league. Well, no, you got two other that's three below you. Okay, 8th, 9th, 10th. But yeah, somehow you made it there. And it's not about
defense wins championship.
You say that, but the offense you don't get you there. So points against, yeah, but points for, you were pretty much the only person that didn't belong here. You know what I mean? Let's be honest.
Let's not be honest. Because I've had a great fantasy year this year. I made the playoffs in 4 of 6 leagues.
Did you have the easiest schedule in all those leagues as well? Oh shit!
No. I won. I was hoping he would show up at some point in time, but Busby's league, I won the championship in Busby's league this year. I had the highest scoring team in the league.
What was your final score in that league on the final night?
I mean,
you won the championship with like 130 points.
I don't think so.
Dude, it was the most Allen thing on ever, like on earth. You scored 130 points in a league where everybody scores like 200. But the last week you didn't score.
Okay, yeah, I scored 133 and he scored 101. Yeah, I had a rough week that week, but overall,
champion. Right?
Overall in that league, I was 12-2.
I had a fantasy
on the season.
Me too, Marty. That fantasy is gone. So here's my pitch to anybody that wants to be in this league and going forward, because our fantasy, let's be honest, people, if you're here, our fantasy dedication is now SB Fantasy Football. That's where we want to do. That's where we want to have all our fun. That's where we want to keep fantasy. Even though we're going to talk, I think we got to go back to our roots a little bit. I think we got to talk more NFL here. But
we'll still have the SB. We'll have both leagues.
Strikeout Beer is going to exist. I'm petitioning. I'm setting forth a movement into the House that the Strikeout Beer Fantasy Football League, heary, is a survivor league. That's right, folks. I'm asking the commissioner here on this day, the 1st of January of 2026, that the Strikeout Beer League is a survivor league. That means if you are the lowest scoring team in the league in the week that you are active, that you are knocked out of that league, and then there is nobody else left, or you are no longer in that league, and we move on to the next week. And in the next week, if you are the lowest scoring team in that week, you are removed from the league, and we go forth.
Let's do this.
We'll put it
okay. We're going to keep the SB League, and we'll have
he got the one
Strikeout Beer, and we'll keep the SB Fantasy Football League. We'll just add a 3rd league.
No, too many leagues. Too many leagues.
No such thing.
Wish it was college, but I get it. Yeah, well, that's why.
This is what happens. You drink.
I mean, like you drink. But yeah, that's what I say. If we're gonna have a normal league, let's have a wheel off league.
Jay, request denied. LOL.
If only you were in charge, Jay. I'm petitioning this to the commissioner himself.
I think he's talking about how I just denied your request.
And I'm saying, I'm
just saying we'll add another league. That's all I'm saying.
It won't work. No one will care. I don't drink.
Marty, I don't drink. Okay.
Hey, good for you, pal.
Hey,
I can respect that.
I'll drink this to you in my Schlitz glass.
I can respect that. Yeah. But I say we have the SB Fantasy Football League that's there. And then we have the Strikeout Beer, which is a more wheels off league. I also think there is something that needs to be in place.
I'm the commissioner of them all.
that
I run
doesn't.
all.
We need something that it's a league that does not make wide receivers absolutely worthless, unless you have because you're going to have your running back score 30 plus points a week. Your best wide receiver scores 20 points a week. You know what I mean?
I mean, I gotta
We
look.
gotta do something else. Pump
I
those
mean,
numbers up.
I can always tweak things and add more to it,
We're,
right?
we're months
The
away from this happening. I just want to put this on the floor so we can have a vote and talk about it. You know what I mean?
Sir, I hold 0.01% stake in this league. You do. Jay, I actually think it's higher than that.
Well, we have the commissioner and the champion here on the chat, and I just figured this is the best time than ever to get things done, change things up, move things along. There's always SB fantasy, and we will talk about that triumphant victory of AKA Bluegrass Holes. But now we're on the strikeout beer clock, and I want to talk strikeout beer stuff.
Yeah, and here's my thing. Like, okay, you want to throw a Survivor League in? I'm in.
Yeah,
but I'm going to keep the other one too.
yeah.
Let's keep it all. Chris and I had talked about a league that only has actual scoring, no yardage, just TDs and field goals. Yeah.
So
Me and Chris have talked about creating the America Football League, which we'll obviously do over on CBS. That will,
if there's an American Football League, it shouldn't have any
that's
field
the
goals.
one that Henson has.
It shouldn't have any field goals in.
And then there's going to be the America Football League.
It's just tutties and 2-point conversions.
Rendition of the American Fantasy Football League, just better, obviously. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, there's going to be. We always try to add more things and have more fun every year. And that's what we're doing.
You're trying to keep it the way
we're streaming at the same time college is playing the playoffs. Alabama is out, and I'm watching Ole Miss versus George. No, we're watching it too.
Yeah, we got Georgia and now Ole Miss going right now, 21
to 12.
Yeah,
right now, a minute and 30 left in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
No real way to improve upon what I've created.
Oh, all right. There's that. That's where you're streaming the same. Yeah, no,
I just said that.
Yeah, I mean, why will we not? Someone else. What happened that one night? And people were like, "Why are y'all streaming right now? Like, what are you just going to go dark?"
They should go for 2 and kick extra point as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Everyone. There's going to be some things that, again, we'll tweak some stuff. The SB Fantasy Football League and the Strikeout Beer Fantasy Football League are both.
He'll tweak them so
just about having fun, having crazy high scoring games, and we'll probably do some stuff to tweak the scoring a little bit and make it a little bit higher and crazy. Just because why not? It's just fun, right? Everyone who watches the shows has their fantasy leagues that they're a part of. So let's just do something just to have fun, right? That's what we're about. Thank you, Marty. Maybe if we have enough interest, maybe we do another fantasy league that's more serious and isn't absurdly high scoring, But if we do something like that, I would want to incorporate a higher dollar pay in on it. Okay.
There's not enough interest to get people in the league on these both of these things, buddy. Come on now.
Come on. It's there. We had people that we turned down. We did. For the leagues, but if we wanted to do something that's a little bit more high, higher buy-in, higher payout at the end of the season, more hardcore, yeah, I'm in on that. We're going to do a Survivor League because RD is he wants it. So
no, don't do it. If you're not going to get rid of the other one, don't do it.
I'm not getting
I'm already in a Survivor League. I don't need to be
more fun. Let's have some fun. Okay, well, you're the one who brought it up, so
no.
Y'all know I'm always into donate my entry fee. We know you are, Jay. We know.
Big fan of the entry fee.
We appreciate your donation every year.
Yeah. Your fee went to Mike Graham this year. He thanks you.
Did he go to Mike Graham?
Mike Graham got third.
Oh, did he? In which league?
This one, dummy.
Oh, Strikeout Beer? Okay.
The league, you shouldn't even been in. It was that pathetic.
My
This
lineup was
much.
off.
I don't know how you do it every year. I think it's the most crazy thing. Like it's like score the least amount of points and somehow get in the playoffs. It's like goddamn like a goddamn.
I
It's
again
not. It's
the
absolutely.
team I won,
You need to be studied by science at this point. But
the team I won the championship in.
the world,
The
but
league
the
I won
world
the
writes
championship.
itself at the
I was
end.
the
It's like no,
highest. I was the highest scoring team in that league.
I've never seen you. I've never seen you. I've been playing fantasy football. I don't know what this was. Probably before my time. But there's never been a point where you've scored the most points ever in your life.
Okay, go and take a look at the Dilf Cup. It's a Schlitz glass, Marty.
Yeah, that's a fake.
It's a
That's
Schlitz.
That league doesn't exist.
What about implementing a high score of the week payouts? We would have to have a higher buy-in, Jay.
Why?
To pay out the high scoring team of the week every week?
Just pay him out $50.
Oh,
$25. Pay him $10. $20. I'm pretty sure I would have won that like half the fucking time. If not, Lizzie would have won it. So she's gonna be in. She's gonna be in on that.
It is, Marty. It is a vintage glass.
Oh, it's super vintage. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where did you get the glass? My neighbor loves Schlitz. Old school. Fun fact: I have one for you.
Oh. I was gonna deliver him one in about a month.
Oh, okay, I'll give it to you to give it to him.
Okay.
And you know what, old school? I might have two. One for you, one for your neighbor.
Ah, there you go.
So I picked it up at one of the antique malls I'm in. They had 6 of them. And it was $6 for 6 of them. Damn. So $1 a glass. Wow. Right. And I gave RD one. I've got one.
Down there.
And then Jay's getting one. I pulled one back for old school. I had a couple that I put up for sale in the antique mall. I will pull one out for your neighbor, and so that you have one, old school, and I'll give him the RD, and he'll give it to you at the Super Bowl party.
All right. Scoring in that league is crazy as hell. Oh, we like our league, not fucking 12 versus 10.
We love scoring, jumping up and down. Oh boy, yeah. I got one for you and one for your neighbor, old school. So
let's see if we can get it my
you actually gonna
my bag.
Well, you can carry that on. You can carry on the glass, right?
Oh, I don't ever try.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I don't do carry on. I do carry on some.
Oh, so you actually check a bag for that?
Yeah. Well, I drop Lizzie off at the front with my bags and her bags, and she just checks them in. I go park the car.
Okay.
So yeah, she checks them. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. That's fun. You ready for the next beer? Because I'm getting ready to drink Hoppy Beer Hug.
I suppose we just knocked back Hazy Beer Hug IPA, the Hazy IPA, the haziest of the pipe.
And if you want to know our thoughts, keep your eyes open because we will post our individual review of it. We actually did 4 beer reviews before the show tonight, all part of the Beer Hug mix pack. The IPA mix pack. We had Hazy Beer Hug, Hoppy Beer Hug, which we're getting ready to drink right now, Big Juicy Beer Hug, and Tropical Beer Hug. And a fun fact, as with always when we do these beer reviews, each review gets a little bit longer because we've had a little bit more to drink.
That last one was absurd.
I think the last one was 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean it was, but it was all just absurdity. Like it was
we were just like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
I don't think I've ever said big black cock more times than that one.
But you were talking about a brewery. Mm-hmm. So
it was so impossibly black, so impossibly big. This is the biggest black cock I've ever seen in my life.
Allegedly.
Ooh, look at that. All right.
So with these beers, we don't give our thoughts on them during the stream.
Yeah.
We want to direct you to the review. Which, speaking of, we've got a couple things that we're doing this year.
Ooh, are we?
One in particular that I know. We are going to do. There's 24 hours in a day, and throughout this year, we will do a beer review during every hour of the day. And when we do it, It just went from 8:43 to midnight. Grabs junk. That's happened, Jay. That's
I'll tell
happened
you
way
what,
too often.
sometimes you got to just do the re-rack or the classic re-rack, or sometimes you're just being a complete twat. You're like, you know what? You say something over there? Anyways.
But we're going to do a beer review during every hour of the day, independently. Rapid Dave will do his, I'll do mine. And when we do that beer review, it will be our first beer of the day during that hour. And we can only do 2 a month. So there will be 2 a month, 24 hours, 12 months. And so you'll get a beer review from us at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and so on and so forth. We will record a beer review during every hour of the day throughout this year, 2 a month. And when we do the reviews, we will be stone cold sober, and it'll be our first beer review, our first beer of that day. So that's something new that we're doing this year. We're going to have some fun, enjoy ourselves, and knock out some beer reviews this year. How's that sound?
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I'm here for that.
And we have Patreon. Go check it out.
Mhm.
$3 a month. Get in on the Patreon. Henson, you were supposed to join it several months ago. As you bullied me into joining your disputed territory thing, and I joined it. And
Didn't I put in like a big old donation, or was that for like something else, like cancer or something like that?
that was a cancer thing through his thing
Oh,
that
okay.
you did a
Oh,
while
yeah. Yeah.
ago. Last time we had him on the show. And then you were like, "Oh, I'll join the Patreon." You still have not joined the Patreon for $3 a month. I'm just saying.
First month's
But
free
yeah,
on that one.
yeah. For you could it first month when you join
Mhm.
the pay side, I will send you a message saying, "Hey, how would you like to be reimbursed for the first month?" And I will pay you back for the first month, however, if you want to be. Some people don't, some people do, whatever you want to do. But we do all kinds of other stuff over there on the Patreon. We have some stuff we'll record something tonight after the show. So you're going to get us pretty damn drunk for a Patreon afterwards. More of the late night stuff that we used to do lives on. More of that goes over towards the Patreon, as well as anything you guys want us to talk about. We'll do on the Patreon. That's just what we do. We have some fun over there. Oh yeah, I donated to get the comic or whatever it was. I did not receive anything. I don't think those have gone out yet, old school. So if you did that for that, it I don't think it's gone out yet. There is a pretty big turn time on that stuff. Pop a top, which means new beer opens. What is y'all favorite beer to drink? Oh, Marty, I'll hit RD. We'll talk about that when RD gets back. Um, man, because I think some of that different things. But yeah, no, old school. That those haven't gone out just yet. When that stuff happens, when they create those things for that, just let's go behind the curtain on that. Um, all that stuff goes out. You got to pay to get it right. They don't print those or get any of that stuff printed or created until after the Kickstarter has ended. So the Kickstarter will be, I think that was a Kickstarter. And when the Kickstarter ends, they go through, they get everybody's money. And then once they get everybody's money, then they go through and they can't pay for it until after the Kickstarter's ended and everyone's paid their money. And then once everybody's paid their money, then they can go get them printed. Takes a little while to get them printed, then they get them printed. Then all that stuff is shipped to, in this case, all that stuff shipped to Michael Henson's house. And then he has to go through and put together all those Kickstarter packages on his own. And he ships them himself. So that stuff does take a little while to go out. And again, none of that goes through until after the Kickstarter ends. So I think when we were promoting that, I think there was still, I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks left in that Kickstarter. When the Kickstarter ended, then everything went through. Payments were taken out. Then they submitted it to all get printed because they had to have the money from the Kickstarter to get them printed. Then they get them printed. They all get shipped over to Henson's place. And then he's got to go through and put all those packages together and ship them out. So it does take a little while to get that stuff going. and get shipped out. So
Mm.
because all that stuff's done by again typically single person, independent creators and things like that. So it takes a little while. So Marty asked a question while we were gone. What's your favorite beer to drink?
Well, Alan knows this answer. He could have answered for me. I'm
I
a
agree, but let me
I'm a
let you
Kolsch and Pilsner guy. So even when I went out to North Richland Hills last week and stopped into
call me.
False Idol because they make really good Pilsners Kolsch's.
Didn't let me know you're a block away from my house.
Last minute, I took my brother out there and we were
You're a
going to
block away from my house.
Rift.
Let me know.
We went to Time Rift. He'd never been to Time Rift, so I was going to take him out there.
2 miles away from my house, 3 miles.
So anyways, we went out there late. Yeah, so that's my favorite beers. My favorite style of beers to drink are Kolsch's, good, well-made Kolsch's and well-made Pilsners.
That's not the question. Not the question. Not your
I'm
favorite
sorry.
style. What's your favorite beer to drink?
Oh,
So you go. You're gonna go get a beer. This is your favorite beer to drink.
yeah.
Not style, not type,
Alan
anything
knows
like
this.
that.
Go ahead.
I do, but again,
It's a Miller Lite.
yeah.
Yeah. Miller Lite's
Marty, he always leaves me out. He comes over to my side of the town. He'll go to False Idol, which is literally a block away from my house. I could walk there, and I have.
I don't know if you have softball practice or batting practice or anything else going on, so I don't bother you.
But you could be like, hey,
you can't get away.
You could be like, hey, I'm going to False Idol. I'll be there.
Then I gotta hear.
You know what?
I'll text.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's always thanks for the invite, and sometimes I'm like, hey, I'll see you in a little bit, or sometimes it's I can't have something going on. But you know what? You know what's always appreciated? The invite that I never get.
I wasn't going to be that long. I just went and grabbed a beer. I didn't want to hear a reason why you couldn't go because
it's a block away.
You got practice or fucking something going on.
I mean,
don't be mad at me because
I typically do not have a practice going on when you're at the brewery late at night.
No, you might have batting practice or pitching practice or I don't know what else y'all got going on. But anyways, so yeah, that's why I was like, no, I'm going out with my brother. Me and Lizzie, we went out with my brother, take him out, and I was like, let's go to a little arcade or something like that. So we're gonna go Electric Starship, but I was like, no, we ended up going to what's it? So, anyways. My favorite beer to drink it's always Miller Lite. Yeah, that's the beer. Now, if it's something like Claw, I'll drink Claws. I drink Claws and Millers. That's my my go-to. I drink those more than any other beer. I don't give a shit who's shaming me. I don't give a shit who's telling me, all these craft beer bros and stuff like that. That's always been on my ass. They just, I don't care. I drink Miller Lites. I used to be Bud Light. Bud Light till I die, to be honest with you, until they changed the ingredients. And Lizzie actually brought this up the other day because we didn't find out.
For real, Marty.
It was during the Super Bowl one year, and they were like, it was when Bud Light was talking shit about Miller Lite, Mick Ultra, and all the other light beers. And it was like, oh, we don't use corn syrup or this and that or whatever. And they're like, we only use rice, water, and barley or whatever. So they changed their ingredients. And that's when I realized that I can't drink it no more. And it's like, so we were out there, we're like, let's get a beer. We were there. We just landed. It's time to party. And we're at Luxor. And we grabbed two big Bud Lights. And they bloated us up. I go, that's it. I'm done. And I went to Miller and I haven't gone back. So I've had two more Bud Lights since then. It was at my brother's wedding they had a bunch of Bud Lights or whatever. But then my younger brother went and he went and got us a case of Miller. Well, yeah, Miller Lights and White Claws. Alan, what do you drink?
I mean, for me, like my favorite beer to drink is if you're talking something year round, it's Yingling. Yingling is
now it is. What was it before Yingling got showed up?
Coors Light. I was a Coors Light guy, but yeah, no, it's Yingling. Now my favorite beer to drink is the pretzel beers from Martin House. Like I absolutely love the pretzel beers from Martin House, but they're not year round. But when they come out, I always get them. because the laws are always ungoverned when drinking a White Claw. There are no laws with the claws. That's just science, Jay. But yeah. Now whiskey. Now what? Okay. Now what whiskey? Whiskey. Let me start whiskey. Let me start the whiskey because I love whiskey. I've got like 4 bottles of whiskey there. I've got 3 bottles of whiskey over there. But if I'm just drinking whiskey, it's for me. It's a whiskey you turned me on to. Buffalo Trace. Absolutely love Buffalo Trace. Jason Dennison's in the house. What's going on, brother? Just real quick, Jason. Oh no, hold on. Grab the wrong can. We are drinking from Goose Island, their beer hug mix pack, and we're on the hoppy beer hug. Is what we're on.
Yep.
But I'm a big fan of Buffalo Trace. I've got a bottle on top of the fridge in the garage that I drank out of last night. I was more Scotch guy last night. I was drinking more of that Glenlivet 14-year age Scotch that you got me for Christmas. So I was drinking a lot of that last night. But if I'm just talking like just whiskey, I really love Buffalo Trace, but I also love Woodford Reserve. That's my next one. So it's either Buffalo Trace, Woodford Reserve. Sometimes we can't get the Buffalo Trace here in Texas. It has gotten better in the last year. It's a lot easier to find now than it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, one of the liquor stores I go to, you could only get the Buffalo Trace if you bought it they were like, oh, you can buy it, but you got to buy it with this other whiskey, and it's going to cost you this much for both of them. And the other whiskey was shit whiskey. Like, it wasn't good. I was like, that's cool. I'll go down the road and just buy it by itself at this liquor store. Which I would always do. But like if I'm in a period where I can't get Buffalo Trace, I'll buy Woodford Reserve. That's my number 2 whiskey. I absolutely love Woodford Reserve. Really good. Siphon some Patron El Celio. Oh, sounds fancy. So fancy. What's your favorite whiskey?
Yeah, I always go to the same. Like it's Buffalo Trace or whatnot, and then if we're being honest, with it. Wait, hold on. Why did I put this on? Hold on, let me put this back over here. There we go. I'm not trying to say I'm the one that's responsible for bringing Four Roses to Texas, but I'm totally the guy that brought it to North Texas. How about that? I like Four Roses. I like Woodford Reserve, Buffalo Trace. Yeah, that's what I like to drink. If we're doing, I probably have. Alan said he has a couple bottles here, a couple bottles there. I know he always makes fun of me because of the amount of bottles I have in my house, and it's probably somewhere along the lines of 12 plus bottles. But I don't drink them all. They're just there, I mean, I have them when we have them, or if we have whiskey Wednesday, which we don't do anymore. But if we do something else, there's always something, right? There's always another one out there where it's like I got Tennessee Traveler, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really enjoy. I got let's see, I got Jack Daniels, I got Jim Beam. I don't like Tennessee whiskey that much. I don't feel like it's, and they try to con it as bourbon, but it's not. It's just different. Traveler's not bad. It's just different. I can't drink it. Oh, you're back. All right, hold on. I can't drink it like just regular. I gotta have a couple and I warm up to it, and then all of a sudden I start going crazy. It's absolutely that effing guy with the Four Roses. Listen,
I picked you up some Four Roses for Christmas this year.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm telling you right now that it's all because of my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law introduced me to it years and years.
Guilty as charged.
He introduced me to it, and I came back to Texas, and I was like, "Hey, you guys got this and that," and it's not Total Wine. What's the other one, Alan? The liquor stores here in Texas, big ones.
Goody.
The other one. Specs.
Total Wine. Specs
So,
is the other one. Yeah.
that's
where I always get the Buffalo Trace. That's the place I've always been able to find the Buffalo Trace at. I have probably about like 4 specs near me within a 5-mile radius, and one of the 4 always has it.
Yeah. And so that's where it actually got involved, where it's like, "Hey, you got the Four Roses," and he's like, "Oh, no, we don't even know what that is." Like, "Well, that's out in Lawrenceburg. Just FYI, it's pretty good, whatnot." And he goes, "Well, I can get it. I can request it if you really want to go. Do yourself a favor and get that over there." But anyway, um, Jack bottle in hand. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. That's talking.
Uh,
Yeah, my favorite. That's fucking. It's always something with Jay, like always. 100 ABV is insane to me. It's just straight
Jason,
gas.
we need to hang out sometime, Alan. Let's work it out, Jason. I'm down. I'm down to clown.
Whiskey or beer,
See,
it's always going to be beer for me.
um,
I
to
drink
me it
whiskey
depends.
and beer the same.
It
It's fascinating.
depends. Like I go through both phases. Like last night, New Year's Eve, I picked up the Kroger had an insane deal on the Modelo. I think it's the Negro Modelo. It's their holiday version this year. It's a limited release, and they had it for $3.99 for a 6-pack. And I was like, yes. And I sent you a picture. You're like, well, oh shit. And you're like, well, I'll take 2. And I was like, cool. I think I bought 3. Um, and I was like, I'm gonna drink some. I had one last night, and then I was like, you know what? I was sitting out back. I mean, you know what I do when I do fires. Built a big ass fire in the backyard. Um, had the big old fire going. I had the Buffalo Trace cigar, and I was like, I had the one Modelo, and I was like, it's pretty good, but I'm ready for some. I had some Glenlivet Scotch, the Scotch that you bought me, and I had a couple of those, and I was like, I walked out in the garage, I saw the bottle of Buffalo Trace staring at me. I was like, all right, let me have some Buffalo Trace. So last night I was a Scotch whiskey guy. And that's what I was drinking. But then I have some nights like tonight, like I'm just drinking beer. Let's
I'm
keep
beer
it
guy.
simple. And let's do some beer. And let's have some fun.
That's kinda where I'm at,
So
man. Like, it's gotta be a late night or I'm feeling something crazy where I'm like, "You know what? I'd rather have some bourbon." Like, I almost cracked it, to be honest with you.
have you opened the Four Roses bottle I got you yet?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't. I grabbed the bottle of Buffalo Trace, I grabbed a cigar and my hoodie, and I was like, Lizzie's like, "What's up?" I go, I mean, this was like Monday night or whatever after he already missed like his 3rd pass in a row. Like, I'm awake. I'm up. Let's whatever, let's party a little bit. And she was like,
I,
I'm kind of tired and she's sick and shit like that. I'm like, all right, I guess. I was like, I thought to myself, I'm like, all right, like, okay. I mean, I get it, sick. I get it. Like, yeah, if I'm sick, I ain't moving shit. I ain't doing nothing.
sometimes if you're sick, you're like, let me get that whiskey in me.
Well, like, I did make her a hottie toddy and it fixed her for like a day and a half. And so then she got
Ha-
something else.
Has she had the what the fuck was it called that I bought her for Christmas?
No, no, we didn't make the
She
mold
has
one.
yes, she hasn't the mold wine. Okay, she
She's
hasn't
been
done that
sick
yet.
since
Okay.
then. Yeah. We didn't even have the mold
Yeah.
one that I had
Uh,
already.
Jason asked, "What do you guys do for New Year's?" I we chill here for us. We chill here at the house. Um, I build a I build a big ass fire in the backyard, and I sit out there by the fire. Um, smoke the cigar. Like actually, the cigar I smoked last night at the Buffalo Trace one, it lasted longer than probably about a couple hours longer than they normally do for me. Because I had to go inside a couple times to go, whatever. But yeah, I had a cigar last night. Had some scotch, had some whiskey, had a few beers, had some shots. I was drinking some shots of apple pie moonshine, which was delicious. Um, and just chilled outside. It was funny because like Captain Douchebag last night was like, "Oh, this fire's too hot." I was like, "Well, stop being such a bitch."
Oh God.
And you know, if it's too hot, back up a little bit.
Oh
You
God.
know,
It's
I
fire.
mean, you've seen my fires, and you've seen what I can do with fires. I build big ass fires. I build warm fires. Sometimes you've been around my fires when you've had a little too much to drink and you burn holes in your pants.
Those are my fires.
But
They ain't your fires. They're my fires.
that was not your fires, Mo.
Ooh, went to
Those were
Chuck.
mine.
Did you really?
So
Nice.
Nate Smith, it was okay. Had Jack and Coke. There you go. Yeah.
I hung around the house too. I didn't do anything. Like I said, Lizzie and I were both sick.
Especially with you, because like you guys typically go out of town for New Year's.
Yeah, or something. There's always something going on. I hate New Year's. New Year's is one of those things where it's like there's a lot of pressure on you to do something. Like I don't want to do anything. But last year or this year it was like I said, she was watching we're both sick. Obviously, we ordered in from Uncle Julio's, and then we're sitting there hanging out and watching Game of Thrones. Game of
Okay.
Thrones and whatever. And so I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, I mean, usually I'll go to not Choctaw, I'll go to Windstar. Like, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
we went to
You
Windstar,
guys
but
go to
lost
one.
our goddamn phone and things over in China somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nate Smith, he's pretty funny. He's a funny guy. But yeah, no,
I've never heard of Nate Smith. He's a comedian.
yeah, if you see him, Google his name, you'll know him. Who he is. You've seen him in
Okay.
your feed. But yeah, no, I like going to casinos on New Year's, like just because you get have some fun or whatever, or you go out of town, or just go to Broken Bow and just sit out under the stars and drink beer and hang out in the hot tub and enjoy yourself. Like I've done the bar hopping thing, and all of a sudden you start getting
mid 20s. I did that stuff.
I did it.
Now.
I did it in my 40s. I've done it in my 30s, and it's like all of a sudden you're like, this is probably a bad fucking idea.
Yeah, unless you got someone who's dedicated to being sober, it's a bad idea. Jason, what do you think about the brewery in Caddo, Artie?
Cato, I like Cato. It's what's the name of that damn place? I know the name. I got. Hold on. Cato.
While you're looking it up, Marty said that's funny. If the fire's too hot, back up. LOL. Yeah, just back up.
Harbinger or Harbinger. I call it Harbinger because
Harbinger. We've had that. Oh yeah, I enjoy their beers.
I think their brewery is really cool. It's downtown set up. They have a stage, they have an outdoor, area and stuff like that, like a patio. And they were really cool when we were there. We popped in because we went to Choctaw to hang out for a night. And it was on a Sunday for football. And I was like, I want to go check out this local brewery. Went down there, like, wasn't nobody there. It was just us. I'm like, you guys got the football game? I goes, oh, here's a controller. Put on whatever you want. They had like TVs, a couple TVs or whatever, but it's like, oh, I'll throw the Cowboy game on. And really good beers. Yeah, we've had a couple of them. The Kolsch Cat, and then there was another one too. They named their beers after like city, I don't know, history of the or whatever, something like that. Big thumbs up. I highly recommend it if you're in the area. Big thumbs up.
Yeah, Jay, I drank a 3/4 a bottle of Jack, mixing with Coke on Christmas Eve. Jay, you got like 45 kids. Would you have to build things for Christmas Eve?
He's got a lot.
Jason's husband and wife set up, and they very nice.
Yeah, that's what it was. So the wife was there with the regular, and the husband, I don't think was there or whatever. It's a really cool joint. It really is. I do recommend it.
Maker's Mark is good. That's some good stuff there.
Maker Mark, all right.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, next time you're over here in the DFW area, hit us up. Let us know when you're going to be there, and I'll try and make it out there. Me and RD will both try and make it out to hang out with you for sure. Old school Makers beers, and beers shot 43.
Oof. He played golf the other day. What'd you shoot? Was that the shot? You shot 43 on the front? He said he was going to play golf, and I was like, I can't make it out. I'm sick. My brother
about Jason.
My brother wanted to play as well. Old school.
That's old school shit. Okay, well, I mean, you and old school live nowhere near each other.
Oh, he went out golfing. What are you talking about? What's that mean?
You don't live anywhere close to old school to go golf with him?
No. He went golfing. He said he was going to go golfing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, Jason, especially if you're heading out to like False Idol or Turning Point, any of those breweries in that area. Again, I live a block away from False Idol.
You should meet them up in 903. 903's are up there. And then Armor Brewing's up there as well.
Yeah. So, well, I've seen Jason post about coming out to like Turning Point and False Idol and things like that. So,
yeah. That's across the Metroplex too. Come down and then go over type thing. But yeah, no, I mean it's I have no complaints against Harbinger, but
No, I've had several of the beers independently on my own back before me and you started doing the podcast. Like I enjoy their beers. I celebrate their entire catalog. I think they're all delicious.
there you go.
So let's go.
All right.
Let's go. We've got things to talk about.
Absolutely.
Huh?
I said absolutely we do.
Yeah. So apparently we shouldn't have started a podcast. And is that Cotto, Texas?
No, it's Cato, Oklahoma. Next.
Yeah. Kato. We should have opened up a daycare. Apparently,
All we had to do was just not be idiots. And just
I mean,
be okay
we
with
weren't being
frauding
idiots, but
and just frauding the American people. Like, do you have a conscience?
I mean, a little bit.
I can't
The
hear
beer
you.
shots are
Oh, I'm
using
on Siri. Hold on,
43
hold on, hold on,
liquor
hold on, hold on.
with the little beer shot glasses. You can
I'm
cream
not sure I
on top.
understand. Is there something else I can help with?
Hold on.
Old school said, hold on. Old school's talking about the 43 liquor. I got to look for those, old school. You know what? I will look for those this weekend. Because you sent us a picture of that. It's like, hey, have you guys had the 43 liquor? And it was like with the little mugs, shot glasses, and all that. And honestly, I haven't looked for them yet. I will look for them this weekend because honestly, I'll be out working this weekend, and I will pick up several orders from liquor stores, like Total Wine and Specs and things like that. That I should be able to find them at, and we will have them shortly. How about that? Yeah.
We'll be waiting.
But yeah, no, we should open up a daycare.
Apparently, that's all you have to do. But you have to be okay with fraud. Are you okay with fraud? Or are you afraid you're going to be put in jail? Because, like, some weirdos don't care. They're just like, the risk outweighs the reward outweighs the risk. But for me, I don't.
Right.
I never want to go to jail for anything.
But also, like, so
The world's got me
again,
in
so
check.
this is, Jason, I'm drinking Sam Adams Winter White Ale.
That's a damn good beer. I like. Well, the whiter white ale is definitely got to be better than the rest, right?
So, if you don't know what we're talking about all this fraud going on in Minnesota, and now there's a bunch coming out in Washington State, in typically high Somali population areas. Somalians are doing it. And here's the thing, like they have, like, some of them will start to do it and they'll get away with it, so they let everybody else know, and they're like, hey, we're doing this and we're getting away with it. And they're like, well, if you're doing it and getting away with it, let me do it. So they're all doing it, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's insane. Like some people are like, oh well, when Nick Shirley's a guy who posted the thing over on YouTube. He's a 23-year-old independent journalist going through and doing this, and he's got another guy who's from Minnesota who's been talking about this for a while. And so they went around all over Minnesota for a day. It's a 43-minute video that they posted, and over 100 million views on it right now. But they're going all these daycares like, hey, he's like, I want to enroll little Joey. Can I do that? They're like, why? He's like, well, because he needs childcare. Why not? And some people are like, oh well. And then like the biggest one is the one. It's the Leering Center, because it was misspelled.
They're such morons.
Well, they have since had it fixed, so it now says Learning Center. But they're like, oh, well, you came when we weren't open.
Middle of the day, completely understandable.
Okay. But and some people are like, oh, you came when they were open. They're only open from 2 to 10 or blah, 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 blah. Well, and then you look and you see that they have this history of all these violations. And they were shut down. And actually, if you pull them up online, they show permanently shut down, permanently closed. But then they came out and said, no, we're still open. You just came. We're only open from 2 to 10. We do after school only.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
But if you want to qualify for all of these state benefits, you have to be open between the hours of 6 in the morning to 6 p.m. or you can open up a little bit later and be open up a little bit later. But the hours of 2 to 10 are not part of all these benefits that they're taking a part of. So you're kind of selling yourself out. But besides the point,
we should have just went to
yeah,
Minnesota and opened up a daycare.
I mean, could we have done it here?
No,
Honestly,
Texas don't play that shit. But I
I
mean,
mean,
they play a
probably not.
little bit, but they don't play like that.
But we could still live here and opening it up in Minnesota because
Probably. I mean, they're fucking
yeah,
stupid up there. And like Tim Walz is a fucking
and that was the guy that they wanted for the vice president with
idiot.
Kamala.
Yeah,
Um,
Tampon Tim? Yeah, no.
but then like it's just crazy. Like so, you're seeing all this, and they're like, oh well, he's come out and spoke.
Yeah, Marty.
The owner
It
has
goes
come out.
like some of the numbers goes to
Plus,
his
you call the
stupid
phone
ass.
number and it goes to the governor. Yeah, there were some of those that went to the phone number, went to the governor.
Oh,
And you had some where like CNN was like, "Oh, we're gonna follow up on all these orders, right?"
yeah.
And so they called a couple of them. Like, and here's their phone call. Hey, you guys were part of the Nick Shirley thing, and he said you're committing fraud. Are you committing fraud? They're like, "No, we're not." Like, okay, cool. You're not
Later.
committing fraud.
All right. Later.
Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.
Do you think that public execution would fix a lot of this shit?
I mean, so let me throw this out here. So I think as a society we've gotten soft. Okay.
Just letting foreigners fuck
Just
around here?
in general. Well,
Okay.
not even for
And even
people come here.
locals. And even locals?
Oh, locals.
Yeah.
And you sent me a list of like, hey, here's what I have to talk about tonight. Do you have anything to add? And I texted you back and I said, yeah,
Ooh.
more people need to be hit in parking lots. We've gotten to what did I say? Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to get what I actually said to you.
Don't say the N-word. You're out of control with that shit.
I didn't.
It's too much.
At no point in time. I
It's
said more people need to get hit by cars in parking lots.
You didn't say
We've
people.
lost. I said more people. I'm looking at it. You can go pull up your phone and see the same thing. More people need to get hit by cars in parking lots. We've lost the fear.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's the same people that kind of cross the street like a slow moving, like they walk across 6 lanes of traffic. And when I get a chance and I see them, and I'm like, you know what? It's, so I got an old beat up Tahoe. And so when I stomp down on that thing and it goes, it revs up, it lets you know that I'm not only coming to hit you, it's coming to end you. And I don't swerve. I don't do anything. I start locking in on the target and I just start, getting closer.
Target acquired.
They seem to move faster. I don't know what it is. They seem to move faster when my car comes.
Here's my thing. Here's what I see.
Or
I'll go to back out, right?
Yeah.
And I'm backing out and I have rear view mirrors, all of that, right? And I don't
You
see
have
anything.
multiple rear view mirrors?
Well, I have the rear view mirror and I have the two side ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have a camera. I have a backup camera.
Oh, fancy. Look at this guy.
And
You
I have a 2021 Kia that's base, whatever. But anyways, and so I have the camera, and then as I'm backing up, if someone's coming, it will say, "Hey, someone's coming. Hold up."
Yeah.
Right? So I have all that, and I see nothing, and so I start back out. But when I back out of a parking spot, I back out slowly. I don't fire out and shoot out, right?
Well, yeah, you don't want to hit another car or another person.
And I'll start backing up slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people that are nowhere in my peripheral or anything like that. And they're coming up. And if you're walking through a parking lot and a car is backing out, and they're more than halfway backed out, they're almost all the way backed out, and you see them backing out, obviously, because they're right in front of you. Over half a car is in front of you because you see it. What do you do?
It's funny because I assume the people you're talking about are the same people who,
Nope,
when they
nope,
put
nope.
it, who when
Nope.
they put it
Stop,
in
stop,
reverse.
stop. Nope, stop. What do you do when you come up across a car that's over half the way back out? What do you do?
Come on, back it on out.
So you stop, right?
Walk to
Because
the
that
right.
car's
Or
obviously
whatever.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
These people, they're
What
walking,
do you mean
and they're
these
like, "Oh,
people?
whoa, whoa," whoever it is, any person that you could envision in America.
That doesn't want to stop when a car is backing out of a parking spot? Yeah, I've envisioned
I've
it.
seen,
I'm good.
I've seen everybody do it. Okay, all races, nationality, ages, all of it. There's no. I only see this type of person doing it. I see it amongst
I
everybody.
only see people in cars and not people in cars.
And so, right. And so they see the. And so what do? They get to the car and then they hook a left and they go and try and walk behind the car.
Oh, okay.
And
Go
all of a
around.
sudden, I got to slam on the brakes because I don't want to hit a person.
Yeah.
But it's not just people walking.
Dogs are
It's
walking.
also cars.
Cars. Yeah.
Like just yesterday, I'm actually in the parking lot walking, and I see a car backing out, and I see another car coming. And do they stop because that car's over half the way out? Nope. They start. They're going around the car. Every single age of people. Every single age. Age, race,
I
nationality.
read that differently when it first came up.
But people don't respect anything in a park. They're like, "Oh, I'm a pedestrian. I have the right of way." You have the right of way to a certain point. Like, if a car's moving, don't try and walk around the back of the car as it's moving. Just stop for a second.
I think a lot of these folks really bank on the fact that you don't want to hit somebody. Because let's say majority, 95, 97% of people, 98% of people don't want to hit another human being. But they're also part of the group that is like, if you put your reverse lights on and someone's back there, it's on you. Okay. I mean,
here's my thing.
Here's my. I'm going to stop you real quick.
Okay, hold on.
I'm going to move out of the Metroplex.
You want to drink Big Juicy or Tropical?
All I want to do is move out of the Metroplex. That's all I want to do. That's my next move. I don't care what I'm drinking next. I just want to move out of the Metroplex.
Okay, well, you're not going to. Do you want to drink Big Juicy? Because you're talking about buying a boat. You're not moving anywhere. Big Juicy or Tropical?
Take the boat. There's lakes everywhere.
Okay.
I don't know.
But
Big Juicy.
All right, we're drinking Tropical next.
Oh, I said juicy.
Tropical is next. We're drinking Tropical beer hug next. There's a lot of road rage right now. A lot of moving close while passing and cut in front of or behind real close. Yeah, no, people, here's the thing. People don't know how to act anymore. But also, like, people have lost that fear, like, in a parking lot. People feel like they can just move about freely. You're walking, so you have the right of way at all times. And that's not the case. Like, if a car's backing up and they're over half the way out, and you're like, "Oh, I'm running into the front passenger door of this. Let me hook a left and walk behind the car." No, just stop. People today is out of their minds. 20 years ago was not like, no, 10 years ago wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Because, like, I can tell you right now, I remember a story 10 years ago that happened in a Target parking lot here in the DFW area. Because, like, one of the guys I'm friends with, him and his daughter were walking through a parking lot, and right in front of them, they saw a kid just walking, and then all of a sudden, like, the car wasn't paying attention. The kid got hit by a car.
Oh, boy.
And, like, today, you'd be like, "Oh, well, that's the car's fault." No, if you go back and you look at it, it's one of those situations where the car was backing out, and the kid said, They started walking along the side of a moving car faster than the car's backing out, because the car's backing out slowly, because you should, and then cut in front of them, and the person got hit. Like,
Yeah,
no, that's on you.
Back in the day, we didn't have cameras on cars.
Like I remember that happening. Again, this was like 10 years ago. And my youngest, she was like 12, or no, she was 2. And I remember like, hey, if we're walking through the parking lot, you're holding my hand and you're next to me. And I'm watching for everything and paying attention to everything. But people nowadays, they don't. And that's why I think there needs to be a couple big national stories of someone getting hit in a car by a car in a parking lot. And
Well, they don't care. Those people don't care.
I don't want them to. I don't want them to die. I want them to get like a broken leg or a broken arm or something.
They don't care.
They can learn a lesson.
No.
But like if that becomes more of a story, like I don't know.
Someone gets hit in a parking lot, they're gonna like try to sue somebody for whatever reason because they're morons. It's like you take in the whole thing where Darwinism, right? Is that what you want to call it? Like,
I mean, yeah, survival of the fittest.
Yeah, survival of the fittest. We have to put like fucking caution tape on, shampoo at this point because we got to keep these morons alive for some reason. Why are we trying to keep idiots alive?
Oh, here's the thing. So you want to talk about idiots? Let's talk about. We'll talk about my oldest kid, who's an idiot, and she's talking about like, she doesn't even understand like reality versus non-reality. She's like, look, here's the thing. She's talking about like, hey, there was, COVID-19 came out. It was called coronavirus.
Are we doing?
Yep, that's what I'm drinking. Yep. Okay. And she was like, and then that came out, and they called it coronavirus, and because they called it coronavirus, Corona sales sunk, and they were the least selling beer, and so Corona sued, and now it's not called coronavirus anymore. It's called COVID-19. And I go, who'd they sue? Who did they sue? She's like, well, they just sued, and then they didn't call it that anymore. Who it was? But who? Well, they sued the scientist that created coronavirus. So scientists created it? Well, no, but there was a scientist who discovered it, and they called it coronavirus, and they sued them, and so then they called it COVID-19. I go, what the hell are you talking about? You don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Do you know what you're talking about?
I do.
Okay.
Prove me wrong.
Well, coronavirus was a large family of viruses known to cause illness ranging from a common cold to more severe diseases in human and animals. COVID-19 stands for Coronavirus Disease 2019, named by the World Health Organization to specifically identify the pandemic disease.
Okay. So where's the lawsuit that we sued? And then we don't call it coronavirus anymore. We call it COVID-19.
Man, I wish we could have sued the shit out of some people. I just want to sue some people for having me wear a fucking
mask. But there wasn't anything like that, right?
I just wanted to sue somebody
just like
for whatever reason.
And then she was like, it was like back in the day when someone sued Red Bull because they didn't give them wings, and they sued, but they lost. No, actually, no, they won. They won that lawsuit.
Who?
Someone sued Red Bull and won.
Yeah, they won it.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's like, they lost. Yeah. She's like, they lost.
Why are all your kids dumb, man? Quit telling you know what? Quit homeschooling those kids, man, because they're just fucking dumb.
Just one kid. She's like, it's the same thing, but different because they sued and they didn't win. I was like,
you sound like a South Park episode.
I was like, no, they actually won. She's like, whatever. You don't even know. I go, no, I do. I'm from the same generation of, there was someone in our generation who sued McDonald's because they got burned by their coffee and they won. She's like, no, they didn't win that lawsuit. I go, no, they did. My wife had to take a job or lose a job.
Like Lizzie made me get it so we can go to Florida. I go, I'm fine with going to Florida, but she had cancer. Whenever that wife plays a fucking cancer card, you just kind of do it.
We had to take it. We had to take it for work to go back in the office.
Well, they did it because they were like, we're going to make their lives uncomfortable, and they're like, we're going to make them take a test every so fucking a couple of weeks. It was the biggest.
Actually, control the virus. Take 5 jobs and you're good.
Yeah. No, I got the one. I think maybe like Lizzie was like, hey, let's go back for the second. I go, I ain't doing shit else. We went to.
We had to do 2. We had to do 2.
Fuck that.
To go back to work.
I had to I had to carry my papers around like it was fucking Nazi Germany. That's all I remember. So fuck that and
Yeah,
fuck
we had to do it to go back. I had to upload it for work to go back to
start
work.
fucking arresting people for this bullshit.
But like now, like we got a thing the other day with the youngest kiddo. She's got a couple vaccines she's due for as she ages. You know, you got a few that you're due for each year, and then she's got like she's due for a flu shot and COVID. And I was like, well, she doesn't need the COVID. We're good on that.
Oh, you're an anti-vaxxer? You fucking weirdo.
I'm a hey, no, she's got some other
I
ones
wish I
that she's
was,
due
Marty.
for.
I wish I was, but my wife.
I had to do 2 to go back to work or lose my job, and I was like, well, I've been here for 12 years. I don't want to start all over again. So
you wouldn't have lost your job, you fag. It was just like fucking. You know, you got to get it so you don't have to take the test.
I don't know. I had to take it before I went back, but whatever.
God almighty, this is imperial.
This is delicious. But yeah, no. And like now she's like, oh yeah, well she has a COVID that she doesn't need the COVID one. She's not taking the whatever COVID shot. She's not required. She doesn't need to do it.
Yeah, no, we're good. We got the other old man out of the office. We're good. Like that guy.
She's got the other ones that she has to do, and they're normal ones that you're due for when you go into the 7th grade of school, right? And so she's got to take them for
those and not the others.
I mean,
so do you believe in some but not others? I don't understand what's going on here.
Here's what I know. There's some,
you don't know shit, is what I know.
I know things.
No, you don't know shit. So you're telling me that it's more safe for your kid to have some shots but not both shots. Can you show me your doctrine in whatever bullshit lab that you're working in?
I don't have a doctor.
I know you don't, because you're not a doctor. So you're telling me that you know better than doctors what shots you need to get.
In my defense, I've watched a lot of doctor shows, including every episode of Scrubs. So I'm pretty much a doctor.
You're not versed in anything.
But here's the thing. With COVID, there's a lot out there, and they're not required for anything. It's not like here's the thing. We got rid of polio. It's not like it's a polio shot, right?
So you would do the polio shot.
Right. Because we've gotten rid of polio. Yeah. And now we don't have people living on the iron lung now, right?
Wait, so if we got rid of it, but you're still willing to get the polio shot, but no one has polio. So why are you getting the shot?
We don't have polio because of the vaccine.
But did your kid?
We don't have polio. Huh?
Did your kid get the polio shot?
Yeah, she's gotten polio shots.
Why? I mean, it's extinct. It doesn't exist anymore.
No, it does in California, where we have all these anti-vaxxers that don't take the polio vaccine.
Well, you're not in California, so what are you worried about?
Will you shut up and listen for a second?
Well, I mean, if you start making sense, I'll shut up. Sure.
Okay, well, just shut up and let me talk. So you have these people who don't take the polio vaccine, and they're like, "Oh, we're not taking the polio vaccine. That's not a real thing. It's just going to give my kid autism." And then their kids don't get autism, but they get polio because they didn't take the polio vaccine.
Well, you just told me polio got eradicated
because of the polio vaccine.
I don't understand what's going on here. You're rolling around in circles. You're telling me that they're going to get autism or something like that, but you didn't get your kid that polio because polio got eradicated because some people in California, but you've never been to California in your life. I don't know what's going on.
Here's what I know. People.
You don't know shit is what I know.
All vaccines for children are not for real. There's some that aren't 100%. But here's what I know. When I was a kid, will you shut up?
Quit saying this is what I know. But you don't know
when
shit.
You were a kid, the chicken pox was a real thing.
It happened.
We had chicken pox.
Yeah.
Did you have chicken pox?
What do you fucking think?
Answer the question.
Yes, you fucking mook. I did.
You did. And probably you caught chicken pox. And what'd your parents try to do?
Nothing. They sent me to my grandmother's house.
Well, okay. Well, they probably tried to give chicken pox to their other kids. So you all had it at the same time. Because when we were kids, when you had chicken pox, you missed a week of school and you were good after that.
Yeah,
right?
Just mix it around.
But they had chicken pox parties when we were kids. And you would get chicken pox, and your mom and your aunts would try to get you all to have chicken pox at the same time, so you knocked it all out, right? Just, hey, everyone gets chicken pox. Let's knock it all out. Let's have it done.
I don't know
You know
how
what?
it worked in that trailer park you lived in fucking
I
Michigan,
never
but
lived in a
we
trailer
didn't do
park,
that shit.
but that was a thing. You can look it up. But now kids don't catch chicken pox. You know why? Because we have a vaccine for it.
Yeah, but aren't you an anti-vaxxer? You just told me you were for COVID, so why you a pro-vaxxer for chickenpox?
COVID is a different thing because
It's
we don't know
you're saying it's not real.
going on
Is
with
that what you're saying? It's not real.
Here's what I know. There's a lot of shady shit going on around the COVID vaccine virus. There's a lot of people that got the COVID vaccines and they're like, "Oh, I didn't catch COVID," but now all of a sudden my heart's fucked up.
Marty, I've got
Right?
so much aluminum pumping through me or through my my what's that shit called? My damn what's the antiperspirant? What is damn it.
Like anybody could even know that.
The deodorant I put on every day. I don't know what the name was. Yeah.
Old Spice?
No. I'll tell you one thing. No, I'm
Axe? You use an Axe body spray?
always and forever. Never gonna stop. Never ever gonna stop. What was the other one, Alan? The body spray.
It was Axe.
Was it Axe?
And it was Old Spice.
No, God, was it Axe or whatever? You're like, oh, these bitches are gonna be fucking calling all over me.
Ho's gonna hoe. You know what hoes love? Axe body spray.
You know what sucks is that we were 20 years too late. They don't like that. They just like losers. I don't know. I don't know what the correlation is. They just,
Turns out fat guys who love video games and build Legos now are fucking awesome. And we weren't so much back in the day. And then we all settled and, we could have done better. But you know what? It is what it is. But here's the thing. The big deal, we need a few vax, but they went way overboard to control. There is like some way overboard, right? Like
C, the kids and shit like that. They're giving like that.
There's definitely a lot. Like they want like a newborn to take like 50 vaccines.
Yeah,
and you're like, hold on, let's pump the brakes. Let's slow it down a little bit. It will take all those.
There we go. All right, we got to talk about NFL in a minute, but there you go.
Oh, okay. But you got all these vaccines. It's like, hey, maybe we don't need to all take them all in 2 days. Let's pump the brakes. Let's have a little bit here, a little bit there. Let's just pump the brakes a little bit. But yeah, no. I don't know, man. New year, new us. We're doing some new things with the podcast. We're going to do a beer review every hour for the year. What's Georgia doing? A little flea flicker action. That's nice. First down. We got that going on. We got the show going on. We're going to have several different things for fantasy football next year. Looking forward to that. We should open up a child daycare. Would have made a lot more money than we make now. But it is what it is. What else did Rapid Dave have? Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I got a whole list of things here that RD wanted to talk about today. Happy New Year, beer of the night, Christmas. Oh, shoot. We got to talk about New Year's resolutions. So let's start talking about this. New Year's resolutions. I don't know that I necessarily do like New Year's resolutions. If you guys do them, let us know. But I have goals for the new year. I have some things that I want to work on, some things that I need to work on for the new year. Some things that I want to work on. I want to read more. That's something that I want to do. I actually bought a book yesterday, Tom Clancy book. Tom Clancy is an author I used to read all the time when I was younger. When I was at the store and I saw a new Tom Clancy book, I was like, let me buy this. And so I'm going to start working on reading every day. But also like I'm also working on like health stuff. And that's a big thing every year, right? It's like, oh, I want to be healthier. I want to do better. I've actually been going through some health issues for probably the last 5-6 months now. Just a lot of things going on health wise as I get older and things like that. And I'm like, I got to do better. I've gone to the doctor, and there's some things that I used to take medicines for a few years ago that I haven't been. And I'm like, you know what? Let me go back to the doctor. Let me get on these medications. And so that's what one thing that I'm doing. Hold on. So I'm doing that, and sorry guys,
Man,
God
that
bless
was
me.
crazy. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
But I'm dealing with some like health issues. I'm talking about like health. We're talking New Year, right?
Oh yeah, you're a healthy guy all of a sudden.
New Year's resolutions and things like that. And like I talk about, there's things that you want to do, and there's things that you kind of really need to do, right? One thing that I want to do is I want to read more this next year. I want to read some books, things like that. And I was actually at the store the other day, and I saw a Tom Clancy book, and I was like, you know what? I used to read Tom Clancy back in the day. Let me get this new Tom Clancy book. So I bought a Tom Clancy book that I'm gonna start reading.
Are you going to be the
But then
love thing? Just one page one all the time. Every time you walk in the room, you're on page one.
no, I won't. I won't. I will. I would like to shoot for 12 books. You know, a book a month is
Okay.
what I would like to do. But we'll see how the year goes, right?
Check out
But
shit my father says.
huh?
Check out shit my father says.
Okay. I hope you trust your doctor. Well, like, here's the thing, Marty. Like, and I was starting to talk about like health wise, right? And I've been dealing with a lot of health issues like the
Like
last 5-6
Alan's
months.
hanging on by a fucking thread at this point. Like
And
it's a goddamn medical miracle that he's still sitting.
a part of it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I was dealing with a bunch of stuff probably about this is before COVID, before I think it was probably like 6-7 years ago. And like I went through and I lost a ton of weight, and I was running a lot. I went and ran the Dallas
It
Half
was all that
Marathon.
meth, man. Meth was like crazy.
No,
Meth and AIDS were running rampant in
um,
your neighborhood.
but I was doing all that, and I was doing better. And then I have super high cholesterol, just naturally, just genetically. I'm fucked cholesterol wise,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, definitely.
Um, and so I've been dealing with some of that stuff, a little bit of type 2 diabetes type things, high blood pressure, which is another thing that I just deal with genetically. That, you know, thank God for my parents for setting me up with that, with the high cholesterol and high blood pressure. Fuck you. But you know, I'm dealing with that stuff, and I'm going to some doctors. I actually have a stress test that I have to go do here in a couple weeks with my cardiologist to check some things out. But I want to do better health wise. I want to do better. I want to get back in the running and things like that. And our buddy Sergey is really encouraging me to get back on the running side of things, and doing that, which I did, you know, back before COVID. Where we were doing me and Sergey ran a 5K every month. Ran the Dallas Half Marathon. So I want to get back on those things, and just several other stuff, you know, several other things. Um, get in a better shape, get in a better, just health wise, right? And so I'm gonna be working on that stuff, and you know, I'm working on journaling to kind of keep up with that stuff. You know,
Did you say
um, I
journaling?
I did journaling, yeah. Or talking about it, but just like writing about it and like holding myself accountable every day and talking about what I'm doing on a daily basis and things like that. Gay, whatever. I don't care, you know, but I got to do those things. And, you know, I might start doing some things with posting it, you know, like online. I might start posting it all on Patreon if people are interested in that. If not, posting on other pages, you know,
Yeah.
just kind of have that sort of like accountability, right? Uh, but you know, I got things like that I got to take care of, that I got to do better with. Um, I mean, I'm fixing to be 46 years old, and you know, my mom died at a young age because she didn't take care of herself and things like that. And so, if I don't want to be in the same boat, I just got to do better, you know.
All right.
So, what do you got going on New Year's resolution wise?
Nothing. Not a damn thing. I'm going to take a page out of your book last year where you're like, nothing. There's nothing I want to do. There you go.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, I don't want to call them New Year's resolutions, right? Because I don't necessarily feel like they're New Year's resolutions. I just feel like they're,
Oh, they
hey,
absolutely are. If you're taking them now to do something as a new year comes around and they're part of the New Year's resolution, then yeah, they absolutely are.
yeah.
Yeah,
But it's just,
don't short sell them, and that's the only reason you're doing it. Otherwise, you would have done it fucking 4 months ago.
no, I mean, like if I was going through all this and it was like June, I would still be doing it, right?
Yeah,
It just so happens that like as I'm going through all this, it's at the beginning of the year, right?
I mean,
But like I have certain things that there are certain like podcasts that I listen to that are like mindset things,
yeah,
things that help you have a better mindset, be a better person, whatever, right? That I've been listening to for a few years now, right? But like one of the big things that they talk about and stress about is like journaling and writing down what you're doing and what you're trying to do, right? And so it's not like not necessarily like a New Year's resolution type thing, but it's like, hey, here's what I need to do to better myself. And then it's just writing about it and talking about it on a daily basis to where you're trying to keep yourself accountable. But you can't just do it by keeping yourself accountable. You honestly need like other people to keep you accountable as well too. You're more than likely to be successful if you have other people to help you hold you accountable versus you just doing it on your own.
mm,
How about that? And
yeah,
so, and that's what I would like to do, and that's part of it, talking about it on here, right? We have a following of people on here that honestly they would like the best for us, right? People that we've talked about it before over the last, especially the last several months. It's people we've never met before. Maybe we met once or twice in real life that we honestly consider friends, right? Yeah, like you've never met Old School in real life. Now you're going to meet him at the Super Bowl for the first time. But if I'd asked you 3 years ago, you would have said Old School is one of my good friends, and you hadn't met him before, right? We've known Old School for a while now. We've never met him in real life, but it doesn't stop us from calling him a friend.
well,
Yeah, yeah, Marty. I mean, I'm just trying to. We Marty, Old School, Jay, all of you guys. And I've met up with Jay a few times in real life. But even if I hadn't, I'd still consider him a friend. Before I met up with him, I'd still consider him a friend because he's always watching the show, always interacting, and all that. Jason Dennison's one of those people. We've never met Jason in real life, but I would consider Jason a friend. You know, he's been together on the show a few times, and interacting, talking, all that fun stuff. So yeah, fuck it. What do you think of this beer?
it's an Imperial. I'm hammered already. We're about 30 minutes over, so yeah, I'm ready when you are.
You got anything else you want to talk about tonight?
Yeah, we're going to talk about, you know what? I think we can squeeze this in. How about that?
Oh, hold on a second. Marty came and stayed with me for a month, helped me on my siding.
There you go. Nice. Because he built his own house.
Yeah.
Everything out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome, man. Jay? Yeah. Yeah, Jay, we'll come see you tomorrow. Bring you some beers. Bring you a nice Schlitz. You're the one who keeps clicking on it now. I'm not even touching it.
You're doing great. You're doing great. All right.
Yeah,
Let's get down
bring
to
you a nice.
let's get down to it.
No, bring it on down now. Bring it on down.
No. This ain't a bring it on down now. This is like for real.
Oh,
Like,
we're gonna bring it on up. Let's bring it on up.
it's time to party. Like,
Oh,
hold on, let me there we go. It's time to
football.
party. Here is your 2025 playoff picture. Like right now, AFC, Alan. Broncos, Patriots, Jaguars, Texans, Chargers, Bills, right? Look at that.
Yeah.
freaking sane. I called it earlier this year. I was like, give me the Colts and
You had the Colts and the Lions. You had the Colts and the Lions
Colts
for the
Lions.
longest time.
And then all of a sudden the Lions didn't want to win no more. But anyways, I'm not talking about that.
Or the Colts. Neither one of them wanted to win.
Well, the Colts actually lost a quarterback. Lions, nothing really changed. But anyway, so when you look at this lineup right here, let me make sure it's on the screen. Okay, it's on the screen. So you have the Broncos. I think the Patriots should be number 1 seed anyways. But anyway, so Broncos, Patriots, Jags, Texans, Chargers, and Bills. Steelers are in the hunt. Ravens, they have the showdown this week, right? To where they can get in, right? I don't think either one are going to be a problem. I mean, the Texans might be a problem, but and the AFC, what do you see happening here?
I honestly think the most dangerous team over there is the Texans.
Yeah. It's going to be the Texans Jaguars, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Their defense is crazy, but also like honestly, like outside of the Texans, and I think the Jags have been really good lately. But the Patriots have been really good.
MVP, man. Drake May's getting the MVP.
May, you know what? So I have like my eBay store where I sell stuff, right? And one of the number 1 cards that I sell the most right now is Drake May cards.
Yeah.
Like, I sell a shit ton of Drake May cards right now. But I think the Texans are really good because of that defense. And that offense it's good enough to get you by.
Yeah. Defense won championships.
Trevor Lawrence has quietly become like the best quarterback in the league. Like,
since week 10, I think it is. I think it's something like that.
But I will say, like, I think your league MVP is it should be Drake May. Like, honestly, like Drake May's been really good. And I think the Patriots are really good, and I could see them being in the Super Bowl. Like over there on that side, I think it's like the Texans or the Patriots. But then at the same time, I won't count the Bills out just because of Josh Allen. Jay. May has been straight balling this season.
It hurts my heart, but I'll tell you this: I'm tired. I'm tired of saying the Bills are going to win, and they don't win shit. They can't win a normal regular season game. Give me the Patriots to just get that dynasty going again. But I'd love to see the Jags or the Texans come in and just wreck house. I think the Broncos have zero chance at this number 1 seed. Like, there's no.
I don't. I think the Broncos defense is really good.
They're really good.
I think Bo Nix is good enough.
He's decent. Honestly, not good enough, but decent.
I mean, Bo Nix is better than 80% of the quarterbacks in the league.
All right. So out of all the teams that have been eliminated, you have in the hunt the Steelers, on the bubble the Ravens. I think it gets sorted out obviously this weekend.
Give me the Ravens to win this week and win that game and knock the Steelers out.
So they knock the Steelers out, and then what are we talking about here? Like, are they going to do anything at all?
I mean, they'll do something.
But
they're
going to make it to the conference championship?
I think I got to look at the matchups, like, once it happens, right? But I'm a big believer in the Texans. I think their defense is great, and the offense does just enough. And I really love the Patriots. I think the Broncos are a sleeper, and I'm not going to count.
The Broncos are a sleeper at 1. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean,
the Broncos are a sleeper at 1.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
But also, like, you're the guy who doesn't believe in the Broncos at all.
At all. Not at all. Not at all. They've let me down a road that I cannot never come back from. So, anyways, moving on to NFC. Now you got, like, Saturday night. You have Seahawks and the Rams. Wait, hold on. Is it Seahawks Rams?
All those teams are eliminated right there.
Hold on. NFL
for the.
Shit, that one's the other one. Hold on, I'll get it.
I mean, over there, I've got the Rams. I mean,
you have to at this point, right?
I think the Rams are the most complete team.
I
really like the Seahawks.
Seahawks and Niners. Yeah, Seahawks and Niners.
I don't believe in the Bears at all. I think the Eagles have too many. They have too many issues. I mean, the 49ers, they've punted once in the last 2 months. Like, I
What do
actually
you mean you don't have faith in the Bears? Bears are 11-5. They're gonna make they won the division, right?
yeah.
Okay. So, you're talking about going to the conference and then like the Super Bowl,
I'm
right?
just talking about the playoffs. Like,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
believe in them over any of the other playoff teams,
Yeah.
right?
I feel you.
I don't believe in the Packers either. Like, I think both those teams are fucking doomed.
Yeah.
I think you're looking at the Rams, the 49ers, or the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Like, those are my 3 teams. The Eagles have so many problems this year. I don't see them continuing to. They're just gonna falter. Um, the Seahawks have a really great defense, a pretty good offense. Um, I think they're all right. Hell, Ole Miss just scored to take the lead right there.
I don't know about the Seahawks actually doing it. I mean, obviously you saw what happened with I mean, unless you think that defense is elite plus. Because
The
you already
defense
saw
is
it, like, you know, what he does with like Minnesota, right? He's terrible. He's not a good quarterback.
a different team. But
Better
I don't
defense,
think
I guess.
I don't think all those problems were revolved around him last year though too.
No, he
Like,
scored a bunch, and then they didn't score anything in like the second half of the quarter.
but I I don't have a problem with Sam Darnold. I don't. I
Yeah.
think he's a good quarterback.
Okay.
I think he's in a good system for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't take the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl. Again, I'm more along the lines of the Rams, 49ers, but I think it's the Rams.
Didn't the Rams
Oh,
just
2 point
lose to who did the Rams just lose to?
Seahawks.
Nah, before that, they lost to some shithouse team.
Yeah.
They lost to
I'm
the
not
Panthers. The Panthers.
You know what? The Panthers are gonna win their division.
Yeah, they should, and
Ole
they
Miss
will.
just took the lead 27-24,
Yeah.
old school, with that
The
two-point conversion.
Falcons just beat the Rams. The Falcons beat the Rams.
Yeah.
The Panthers beat the Rams. Are you telling me that NFC South has something on the Rams? I mean, what are we talking about here?
I think the Panthers beat the Bucks this week, and
Yeah.
the Panthers win that and get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I don't think they make it past the first round.
No. Okay.
No.
They're right there because I think you're right. I think the Panthers beat the Bucks. For some reason, I've lost faith in
Emeka Ibuka has dropped off phenomenally.
well, because there's 5 other receivers there.
Bucky Irving has been.
You can't blame it on him. You gotta blame it on somebody. Go ahead and blame it on the guy that throws the ball.
Well, you blame it on the coaching and the plays called, right?
Yeah, you can't blame it on Ibuka. Ibuka, it's like, yeah, no, he's like wide receiver 4 at this point. You know what I mean?
But you got to get open to catch the passes, and he's dropped a lot though too.
Yeah.
I think Ibuka will be a lot better next year, but I mean this year, he's kind of meh. I don't believe in the Bucks. I actually believe in the Panthers more than I do the Bucks. Again, I think the Panthers will win this week. It knocks the Bucks out. But I think the Bucks just have some problems.
So out of all these teams here, who are we talking about going to the conference championship and then also going to the Super Bowl?
I mean, for me, Super Bowl is Pats and Rams is who I think it is. Like,
well, give me a conference championship in the NFC. Who's going to the NFC championship?
Which one's the NFC?
NFC. Seahawks, Bears, Eagles, 49ers, Rams, Packers.
Give me the Rams. And I mean, I want to say the Rams and the 49ers, but that's not how it's going to end up. Like,
it might.
I got to see how everything falls into place.
Yeah.
After the playoffs.
Okay. Old school says 49ers, Pats. Yeah. I could be on that. I could be on that.
I'm Pats and Rams in the Super Bowl for me. Is who I have. And then give me the Rams. Give me Stafford to win the second Super Bowl. But they also have a really good defense. Like Jared Verse is a beast.
They don't have the best defense in the league. Seattle does.
I understand that.
Boy, that shit that love goes deep. That love goes deep. Do
Yeah,
you think they'll get a holding call on the 3-yard line as time expires or anything like that to secure that second championship there, bud? Or no? No, maybe I don't know.
like anybody could even know that.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
We getting out of here? You know what,
Yeah.
guys? We're getting out of here. We appreciate you guys. We love you. Ole Miss is trying to win this game.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, we'll keep our eyes on this. We're gonna record a Patreon video after this, and then maybe some other stuff. Who knows? Like anybody could even know that. Here's what you could know. We're gonna drink a lot of beers and have some fucking fun, and we're gonna do some. We're gonna record some drunk ass shit because that's what we do. We're getting back to our roots in 2026. Let's have some fun. We love you guys. We appreciate you. As always, I'm Alan.
I'm RD that wish he would have opened a Somali daycare.
I mean, you just could have opened up a daycare and had to be Somali. Mazel, good things to this new year. Jay, I gotta text you here in a minute. I'm gonna text you here in like 5 minutes after I piss. So I can meet up with you tomorrow and get you your Schlitz glass, some beers. We love you. We appreciate you. Jay is the first. Jay, I mean, when you talk about like followers on the show, there's two. Mike, which I mean, Mike and me and Mike have known each other forever. So he doesn't necessarily count. But the first person who didn't know any of us was always Jay. And when you throw it back, follower number one, the man, the myth, the legend is Jay. It's Jay. It's always been Jay. And it will always be Jay. And we appreciate you. And we love you. And just leave your wife alone today. Try not to put a baby in her. You put so many babies in her. Give her a night off. We love you guys. We appreciate you. As always, I'm Alan.
I'm RD.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces.